everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a reading for the sign of Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign. This is your May 2020 monthly reading. I love seeing these cards right as we cut the deck. Ace of Cups, an overflow of love, starting with self-love, right? But then that emanates out into everything else in your environment. And then the Lovers card here could be dealing with a Gemini, okay? Or this is just talking about some kind of soulmate connection, likely romantic, but it doesn't have to be. We'll see what else comes up in the reading. So Wheel of Fortune here, starting a new cycle. It feels like very karmic, it feels like as well, Virgos. Five of Cups keeps wanting to show up in some of the readings. I do feel like there's some past lingering sorts of energies, but for you Virgos, I feel like you're working to really rise above that, to cut that out, okay? It may be that your past causes you to sort of be a little bit defensive in terms of love or in terms of new opportunities. Perhaps you experienced, several disappointments in love. Could be in anything, could also be in work. There's that Three of Swords right at the heart of the reading. It is coming up reverse. So I love to see this Three of Swords coming up reverse because it talks about getting over that past disappointment, heartbreak, regret, sadness, okay? Could also be talking about people who have literally passed over, right, in that sort of grieving process. Again, moving into grief is an ongoing process, right? But it does, with time and distance, I believe anyway, it does get easier. And so with this Three of Swords coming up reverse, that's what I'm feeling here with that energy. In your future facing energy, we have the Five of Wands, fire energy here. Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, right, are the fire signs. So you may be dealing with one of those signs, or you may have one of those signs in your chart. Five of Wands here, this is a conflict kind of energy. So it could be internal conflict or it could be external conflict. This card too has made a couple of appearances in the readings so far, okay? I do feel like there's this need to sort of rise above whatever this may be, okay? And this is resonating with messages that I got in the Scorpio full moon reading, which was yesterday, but that energy carries through for a month. But that reading is available to you if this reading is resonating with you, okay? And this will likely also be one of the cards that we clarify at the end, because that is in your future facing energy. In the past, you have the Five of Cups, okay? Double fives here, which to me, again, with the 55, this is talking about that there's change and transition majorly happening in sort of this situation. But again, there might be sort of internal conflict or strife or interpersonal, right, conflict with someone else, okay? And then with this Five of Cups in the past energy, again, this is talking about spilled cups, right? Missed opportunities, or opportunities where we felt that we were hurt or betrayed or somehow let down, disappointed, may have led to some sort of regret, shame, or sadness, either on our part or the part of someone else. The Five of Cups, you could be dealing with a water sign as well, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio energy. I'm just mentioning those, even though I'm not really getting, quite frankly, with the Three of Swords, then we have the air signs, right? So Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. But just if any of those happen to stand out to you, you may want to check out some of the other readings. Again, some of them are done, some of them are not done quite yet. Let's see what's at the base of this reading. Prince of Swords, okay, so you could be for sure dealing with an air sign here, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, okay? Prince of Swords, this is the more nascent or knave-like energy, right, of the suit. So it could be talking about, someone who may be younger, or there's just sort of a little bit of an immature energy here. Could very well be that this sadness, disappointment, regret, okay, both the Five of Cups as well as the Three of Swords may be related to something this person, if you are dealing with an air sign, may have said or did not say, right? That's just a little bit of the energy that I'm getting. Again, those are likely going to be cards that I clarify here. And you have a matching Prince energy at the top of the reading, the Prince of Pentacles. And this just came up. Who did I film just before you guys? Gemini and then Cancer. This came up in the Cancer reading. So if you have Cancer in your chart or you're dealing with a Cancer, you may want to check that out as well. I do feel like it's like a holding back kind of energy. It actually does feel very much like it's related to this Prince of Swords. Okay, a holding back kind of energy, perhaps with someone's feelings, right? With your feelings, not really communicating or expressing how you truly feel. Okay, I also do feel like there wasn't an investment kind of made. So maybe like someone, it's not like a literal monetary investment. It feels like someone wasn't really willing or ready to do the work that was required in terms of whatever the situation may be talking about, all right? So let's get our clarifiers. Eight of Cups, yeah, so it does feel like there's been this walking away kind of energy is interesting because these two cards, this 8 of Cups and this 5 of Cups, have now made an appearance in 3 of the readings. One of the recent ones I just posted today, as well as one of the ones that I posted yesterday. I believe the yesterday one, was the Libra reading, but I could be misspeaking. Okay, so let's just do a quick shuffle. I am seeing the 10 of Cups, so it does feel like ultimately there is a happy outcome here. It just feels like right now there may just sort of be a lot that you're working through that, again, is either causing some external conflict or perhaps internal conflict, okay? All right. Gosh, I almost want to clarify all these cards, but that's a bit much, huh? All right, let's start with the 3 of Swords. Clarify the 3 of Swords reverse. And again, I like seeing this card come up reverse. 9 of Cups, so wish fulfillment. That's ultimately what's happening here, okay? And again, it's almost like in terms of what it is that you want or that you hope for, it's almost like there's this cloud being put over it because there have been past letdowns and disappointments. But we can't think that way, right? If we project our past onto the future, then we're only going to serve to recreate the past. We have to really hold out faith and hope that the future can be different if we do things differently. Clarify the 5 of Wands. Clarify the 5 of Wands. Okay, so you have the Fool in reverse. More fire energy here. I do feel like, okay, perhaps someone is not really, and this came up in one of the, was it Cancer or was it, yeah, it was Cancer. So again, you could have Cancer in your chart, or you may be dealing with a Cancer. Someone's not willing to take this leap of faith or to take this risk, okay? Again, it feels like there's like some past experience here that's leading to this decision to perhaps not really move forward, but it feels very intuitively led and called for. And again, ultimately, I feel like it's leading towards the 9 of Cups. It's just that perhaps, you know, someone or something else, particularly from the past, is not involved in whatever this future facing sort of wish fulfillment might be, okay? Clarify the Prince of Swords reverse. All right, so we got the 8 of Wands, okay? So this is definitely around communication, okay? And I do feel like, you know, this person, I feel like there may have been a lack of communication, or perhaps communication was sort of weaponized in whatever this situation, or if this is a relationship, okay? And I feel like this individual didn't really listen to their own intuition for whatever reasons. Could be really and truly a myriad of reasons, right? Sometimes we think we know better, our ego gets in the way, right? Or again, sometimes fear or insecurity can drive us more than you know, the more higher vibrations of love and of really trusting and having hope and having faith, okay? That's the energy that I'm picking up on this reading. I do feel like as part of the outcome, someone does feel like they missed out on an opportunity and may feel left out in the cold. But, you know, that may really very well be their cross to bear, okay? And you have to do whatever is right for you. You have to make the decision that's going to be right for you, that's going to position you towards what it is that you want, okay? And not self-sacrifice or self-sabotage on behalf of someone else, right? Okay, so let's get your oracle guidance. Which cards do I want to use? I've been really called to the numerology deck lately, so I'm going to pull one of those. I'll get one more oracle and then we'll close out the reading. I just saw the number 4, perseverance, okay? So do just keep moving forward. Put one foot in front of the other. I just saw the number 71, health. I think that's the next deck I'm going to pull from. And the number 5, change. Look, the number 5 is featuring very, very prominently in your reading for you. Change, number 5. And again, I saw number 55 with both of those 5s falling out in the reading. I'm going to read for this card, read the affirmation, and then I'm going to pull an Archangel Raphael healing oracle card and close the reading. So it says, this card indicates a time of expected and unexpected change, when anything can happen and usually does. Reminds me very much of the Tower, which also has made an appearance or two in these monthly readings so far. By drawing this card, you are being encouraged to think of your life as an adventure in which exciting opportunities could appear at any moment. Rather than fearing the unfamiliar and unknown, you are urged to embrace expansion, movement, and change. This is a time to go with the flow and open yourself to opportunities that will improve your quality of life. Anything is possible and the wheels are set in motion. So be sure to play your part by moving closer to your dreams. You may be called upon to make changes in your mindset, relationships, residence, lifestyle, or career, wherever a shift is needed to serve your greater good. It is time to broaden your horizons and re-spark your passion for life. And the affirmation here says, I accept and surrender to the changes that improve my quality of life. Okay, and like I said, one more oracle card from the Archangel Raphael Healing Oracle. And then we'll close out the reading. I did just see increased energy as well as second opinion, okay? So this could be in terms of any decisions that you're making. Perhaps you're wanting to, consult with people that you're close to that you can trust. I also saw a good night's sleep, so making sure that you're getting enough rest and relaxation, right? R&R, perhaps practicing a little, journaling or meditation to really center your thoughts, really plug in and pay attention to your intuition. What are the messages? Wow, diet is important here. Very interesting. I feel like that's related to the increased energy card, okay? It says, Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for guiding me to make positive eating and drinking choices and for reducing or eliminating my cravings for unhealthful substances. Perhaps some of you are on a little bit of a health kick right now. I feel like that's pretty common. Well, maybe not. I do feel like some people are using this time as an opportunity in order to do that. So if that's something that you are doing, this is definitely serving as affirmation, as confirmation that you're on the right path. If you've sort of been feeling like your diet and perhaps, you feel like your diet is making you a little bit sluggish, perhaps it's time to start looking into changing that up a little, maybe starting your morning with a smoothie or a shake, practicing intermittent fasting. These are just suggestions, right? You obviously will want to, again, listen and pay attention to your own intuition, which is also coming up here, right? Listen to your intuitive feelings. I believe that came up in the Sagittarius reading as well that I filmed yesterday, as well as consulting any, medical professionals or dietitians, nutritionists that you may work with currently or may want to work with, okay? So again, those were just suggestions. I am not a medical or a health professional by any means. So Virgo, these readings have been flying by, these last few that I just did. That's been your reading for May. If this reading resonated, please do like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so through my website. I also have a newsletter that I send out regularly if you'd like to subscribe there. And I'm a co-host of the Self-Care Kickback podcast, which is a self-care and spiritually focused podcast available on Apple, Spotify, SoundCloud, and Anchor. If you'd like to check any of those out, the links are in the description box below. In either case, thank you again so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next reading. Bye.